Caitlin Clark hilariously corrects Sophie Cunningham after golf blunder leaves fans in stitches. The Indiana Fever stars took their locker room banter to the fairway. Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham have developed a strong on-court chemistry with the Indiana Fever, but it seems their teamwork still needs some polishing when it comes to golf. Ahead of Clark's appearance at next week's Annika LPGA Pro-Am, Cunningham made a light-hearted blunder that left both teammates laughing. The mix-up started when tournament organizers announced that Cunningham and fellow Fever guard Lexi Hall would serve as celebrity caddies for Clark at the November 12th event in Florida. Thrilled to take part, Cunningham celebrated by reposting the news to her Instagram story with the caption, "For an apparent attempt at the traditional golf warning call." Clark, who's known for her sharp wit as much as her sharpshooting, was quick to respond with a good-natured correction. "Yeah, clearly we have a lot to learn about golf," she replied, adding, "It's for Bud at Sophie_Cunningham." The light-hearted exchange quickly spread across social media, sparking a wave of amused reactions from fans. Cunningham's enthusiasm for her new role was undeniable, even if her golf vocabulary still needs a little work. From basketball courts to the golf course. The Annika Pro-Am, hosted at Pelican Golf Club in Bel Air, Florida, brings together professional golfers and celebrity guests for a mix of sport and entertainment. Clark will compete alongside 108 players, including three-time LPGA champion Nelly Korda and defending winner Lilia Vu, for a share of the $3.25 million purse. Cunningham's excitement over being part of the event has been building for weeks. After the Fever's Instagram account announced Clark's participation, Cunningham playfully commented, "At Caitlin Clark 22 need a couple of caddies?" At Lexi Hull, to which Hull replied, "Sign us up." Their wish came true when the Annika confirmed the duo's inclusion as Clark's caddies in a post reading. They'll be alongside Caitlin Clark for an unforgettable day at Pelican Golf Club. While Clark has some golfing experience, her last appearance at the event included an unfortunate moment when an errant tee shot struck a fan on the par 3 9th hole. The WNBA star quickly apologized and handed over a signed golf ball, joking, "Thanks for the good kick, whoever I hit." Cunningham owns the mistake with trademark humor. Rather than brushing off the spelling slip-up, Cunningham leaned into the joke during a recent episode of her Show Me Something podcast. "Yeah, I'm caddying. Also, I'm AD***********. If anyone's seen my story," she laughed. "I was like, for you. Like heads up. But it's iffy. I didn't know. I should have probably looked it up before I posted it all over social media." Cunningham admitted she's not much of a golfer, but she's looking forward to supporting her teammate and soaking up the Florida sunshine. "I don't really know how I even got invited to an event like this, but I'm really excited for it," she said. "Caitlin will be golfing and me and Lexi will. I have no idea what we'll be doing, but I know we'll be having a great time." Her self-deprecating humor struck the right note with fans, many of whom applauded the Fever players' camaraderie and authenticity. Clark, meanwhile, continues to draw attention wherever she goes, from WNBA arenas to celebrity charity events. For Cunningham and Hall, the Pro-Am is a chance to step outside basketball and enjoy a rare off-court moment with one of the biggest names in American sports. And for Clark, it's another opportunity to show that even when she's not draining threes, she's still finding ways to keep her teammates and fans entertained. The Indiana sun had barely warmed the morning air when Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham found themselves side by side on the greens of a private course just outside Indianapolis. It was supposed to be a quiet off-season bonding day. A little golf, a little trash talk, and maybe, if they were lucky, a few swings that didn't end up on social media. But when Sophie Cunningham was involved, the quiet part rarely stood a chance. Clark, already known for her elite range and laser-focused basketball IQ, approached the game of golf with surprising precision. Her swing was smooth, her stance calculated, and in typical Caitlin fashion, she approached each shot like a chess move. Sophie, on the other hand, was what the commentators of the world would politely call chaotically enthusiastic. Her energy was magnetic, her confidence absolute, and her technique, a work perpetually in progress. And then came the moment that sent fans into a frenzy. Sophie stepped up to the tee, narrowed her eyes at the flag in the distance, and twirled her club like a softball bat. Caitlin immediately winced. "Soph," she said, her voice caught somewhere between dread and laughter, "you know this isn't a home run derby, right?" Sophie grinned. "Relax, Clark. Power is power." Then she swung. The crack of the club wasn't the satisfying thwack of perfect contact. It was the unmistakable thunk of a beginner's mistake. The ball shot off at a dramatic 45-degree angle and veered, wildly, defiantly, straight into a nearby sand trap. Not the one for her hole. Not even the one for the next hole. It soared into a bunker for an entirely different fairway. Caitlin blinked. A golfer 100 yards away dropped his drink. Someone on a golf cart yelled, "Incoming!" And Sophie, hands on hips, nodded proudly like she'd just driven the ball at Pebble Beach. That, Sophie declared, had some distance. Caitlin buried her face in her hands. That ball traveled in the wrong zip code. By the time she looked up, a small crowd had gathered, phones already recording. Golf chaos from two of women's basketball's most viral personalities? Of course the internet wanted in. Sophie basked in the attention, raising her club like a trophy. "Y'all saw that? That's what natural athleticism looks like." Caitlin took a deep breath. "You hit that like it owed you money." Fans online would later replay her expression frame by frame, the moment she transitioned from disbelief to lecture mode. Because Caitlin Clark correcting someone was an art form. Thoughtful, sharp, lightly roasting, but somehow encouraging at the same time. "Sophie," she began in the tone of a math teacher who has explained the equation 3 times, "your grip is backwards." Sophie glanced at her hands. "What? No, it isn't." "Yes," Caitlin said, moving closer, "you'd hit straighter if you weren't holding your club like a left-handed pirate fighting off sea monsters." The gallery of fans erupted. Even Sophie had to laugh, though she tried to play it off. "I'm experimenting," she said, shrugging. "Innovation is how legends are made." Caitlin snorted. That wasn't innovation. That was a cry for help. Someone in the crowd shouted, "Coach her, Caitlin." Another yelled, "Cunningham needs fundamentals." The comments online flooded in with memes within minutes. Sophie's blunder replayed with dramatic music, Caitlin's correction paired with animated diagrams, and someone even gave Sophie's ball a digital jetpack as it flew toward the wrong sand trap. Sensing a teachable moment, and an opportunity she'd relish for the next decade, Caitlin adjusted Sophie's stance, turning her shoulders, guiding her grip, and lightly tapping her knees. "Okay," Caitlin said, stepping back, "now look at the ball." "I'm looking." "No, really look at it. Don't intimidate it." Sophie squinted dramatically. "I'm giving it motivation."